Okay, take two of this because my brother had to interrupt the first time I tried recording this. So pretty much hi everyone on YouTube again. Um, Pretty much just giving you an update of stuff that's going on at the moment. Starting off with the car and that the body is still being stripped at the moment, as right now, not as we speak. I have to go out there later today and do some stripping on it. My hair is a mess. Ugh. But pretty much doing that. I should have a carburetor within the next couple of months here or something like that. And there'll be a video of the carburetor being put on and the first startup in 2 years. So pretty much, my friend's trying to message me here and I'm putting it off to the side. So pretty much, when I get that, I will do a video of the install, getting the car prepped for being able to start running in that. I still have to do a radiator fluid change on it. So I have fresh fluids in there. The motor already has fresh oil in it because I just did that recently, not too long ago. And I still have to add a little bit more. I still have to add 1 quart to it because I only put enough in there for right now. Just when I can move the motor around, it has oil to at least go through it. It's because I hand crank it just to get oil through it at the moment, just to keep it lubricated. And so we have oil in there that's fresh. I still have to do a radiator fluid change for the whole process. And I also have to get fresh gas for it, because the car has no gas in the gas tank whatsoever. So, get carburetor, that's the next step, in a hood. After I get carburetor and hood, I have to still get new doors for the car, the patch panels, and the tailgate. And the battery tray. And then once I get that stuff and that, I have to get new tires, I have to finish up the body. And I also have to get new seats and finish up some of the interior processes. Sorry, acid reflux. So right now that's the process of this. Then after I at least get once the car gets up and running, and then I'm going to drive it down to the shop, and I have to get $1,500 first, so I can get the whole car rewired. Because the previous, I'm guessing his uncle or someone, whoever wired the car up, did some things not very good in there. And when I went to actually go remove the dash speakers, I was lucky those didn't come loose and create a spark and catch the car on fire, because they were just electrical taped together. So right now that's the process of the car so far, and I'm just going through doing repairs on it. Trying to fix up the rust on there. I'm putting a new hood on there, pretty much the one I was going to get for the new motor. So the car is coming along good so far. I'm just stripping the paint off at the moment, trying to get that ready so that way when I get the stuff in there I can go through, primer it. And then after it's primered and I have the patch panels and everything on there, I can go through and have the car bondoed, sanded down nicely, make it look straight, and that way I can paint it. Well, I'm not going to be painting it myself. I have friends that know how to paint cars and stuff, so they're going to be doing that for me. Because I don't know how to paint, and then I want to make this car look good and not shitty. So, I'm trying to get a hold of a friend to help me do a radiator fluid change, because I'm not sure exactly what radiator fluid I'm supposed to put in here. And he has a car that's a year older than mine. His is 1980. Mine's a 1981, same exact type of car and that, just different years. So I'm going to talk to him about the radiator fluid change on there so we get it done right and everything. And pretty much then, after I get the car painted and that, I'm going to go out and get some new rims for it. Or wheels, shoes, whatever you want to call it for a car. And some upgraded tires to at least a sport compound or something. Something that'll get the car a little bit more grip. But all-weather sport tire probably or something like that. But pretty much I went through and I asked a couple people in my car group pages and that I go through about some tricks on how to use a paint stripper at the moment, because I wasn't having some good results with it. And someone recommended that I get a brass wire wheel, and I go through and I just don't use any pressure, let the wheel do its work. And I'm going to try that so I would see if I can gouge up the paint a little bit better than what I did with the sandpaper, because sandpaper was not working. So I'm going to try that and see what my results are with it and see if that helps. And that way I can go through and have it strip lots of paint off quickly, and that way I can get that off and I can go through and sand off whatever left of the Bondo that's on there and that. So pretty much that's the process right now. I'm working from the front to the back now instead of working from the back to the front before, like I used to be. And that was when I was just doing it all by hand and everything with a heat gun and some sandpaper and scrapers. Because the heat gun would help bubble up the paint in there, and I would go through and take a plastic scraper and chisel it off and make sure it didn't re-stick again. So that was my process of time in that, and that's what I'm doing right now. I am using like a heater light. That's usually used for like when you're working on cars and that, trying to keep the panel or whatever you're working on not quite warm, but these lights give off a lot of heat, and it heats up the panel at least to a temperature that I can use to work on the car with. So right now the main process is trying to get the car body finished up, get the patch panels welded on and everything, and get all that taken care of. The way I'm going to have to weld this is get two different types of generators. Well, they're actually going to be the same type of generator, same power on that, and they have a little adapter that goes on there for a 240 or a 220 volt plug. And since the welder I'm getting is a 220 or 210, whatever it is, voltage plug, that's what I needed. So I have to put one of those on there, and then I have to get both generators up and working and have that work. So right now that's what I'm doing, and it's going along good so far. And pretty much been working in that. I am trying to also get a new phone because my phone is kind of busted up in that. That's what I get for dropping an iPhone multiple times without a case, even though I broke the case because by accident I ran it over with my car. Yeah. So pretty much just trying to save up the money at the moment in that. I'm also trying to quit doing anything with tobacco, smoking wise in that. That's why I was using the vape in the last video you probably saw me with. Because I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to actually use more of my money for the car and stuff I need. And quitting is a very hard process. So right now, working on that, also working on losing some weight at the same time here. So you'll be not seeing many videos of the car right now while the body's getting stripped. I might give you an update video of how the car's looking with the stripping and that in the meantime, but for right now, there will be really no videos of the car. Until I get a carburetor in that, and then I will show you pretty much the first startup, and I will also gonna be probably doing a video fixing the transmission leak. Because right now the transmission in the transmission pan, the seal went bad and it's leaking, so my friend's going to show me how to do that when I get the materials. So we can fix that up and make sure it's alright. So I will be talking to you guys hopefully sometime soon. So just trying to keep you updated of what's going on and everything. So have a nice one, be happy, and live your life. Peace out.